Joining us now, part of our 2024 North Dakota Shrine Bowl player profile. He is Connor Dahl from Maple River. And Connor, for you to get nominated to this particular event in the state of North Dakota, what does it mean for you your senior year?
It means a lot. I played with a lot of players from, Blake Jacobson and Cody Reamer back in the Sharon Hope Page days, the Clay Holveston last year. Just watching them go, it just made me want to work harder. And it's been a goal I've had since freshman year. And, just to be able to achieve it's been something really good.
Yeah, you mentioned, Clay Holveston last year was the first year of the new Maple River co-op, and now you're able to add to it back-to-back years that the Raiders have had someone represented. What does that mean just to continue the legacy, so to speak, of the new co-op and the new formation here, getting nominated from just the Maple River point of view here, Connor?
It's great. It puts a good respect on our team, and I think it shows our good work ethic, and it's just awesome.
As you kind of take a look ahead, Connor, what's your next plans once everything kind of is done? Is this kind of the swan song, so to speak, for high school? What's coming up next for you in the fall?
I'm going to be attending NDSCS down in Wahpeton for a degree in precision agronomy. But yeah, it's probably the last football game I'll play.
Yeah, what made NDSCS for you just be kind of the right fit?
Clay Holveston, he goes there and he told me it's a really great environment, a lot of new people, and they're all friendly, and it's a great classroom environment. So that's kind of what got my attention.
Take us through your favorite football memory of all time. Player, fan, something in between. What's one or two memories that come to mind for you right off the top of the head here, Connor?
I got to say when we made it to the second round of playoffs, that's the farthest I've ever gotten to the playoffs. But just being able to work super hard and it to pay off really well for us, especially in our first year of a new co-op. It was something special and got to do it with a good group of guys, so I was pretty happy about that.
What's something from the coaching staff, from the football side, from Larry Fontaine or someone in between that you hope to take with you, so to speak, off the football field once you kind of get to college down in Wahpeton?
Just work hard, great work ethic. It'll show itself, and yeah, that's all I really got from my coaches.
When you saw the rosters that came out for the 9-man squad for the East and the West, on the Eastern side here, Connor, who are you excited to have that you don't have to worry about tackling or, chasing after anything of that nature? Who are you excited to have on your team for a change?
I'm excited to play with Grady, Wehlander, Colton Cadoon, and all those guys down at Sargent County. They kicked our butt during the regular season, so I'm hoping we can, use that and kick the West butt this year.
As you take a look at it a little bit from a classroom standpoint, what's one particular class that you've enjoyed the most during your time?
I got to say, our Phi Ed class, we have a senior Phi Ed class that's super fun, and it gets competitive, and it's just an all-around, it's just a great class.
Superstitious, did the team or did you particular, Connor, have to do anything before you got to, kick off on a Friday night?
My good pal, our center, Kelvin, we're big Limp Bizkit fans, so we listen to Break Stuff, one of their top hits every year, or before every football game. So
when did that kind of start for you guys?
Just this year.
And then Connor, as you take a look, again with Maple River a little bit, what's the one thing you enjoyed most about playing the game of football?
Just kind of the atmosphere around it. Our communities do such a great job of supporting our football team, and just the group of guys is just super fun.
Final thing for you, Connor, if you could go back to a 13-year-old self or someone who's kind of, making their way to high school and wanted a chance to play at the varsity level for football or any sport, what would be some words of advice that you kind of like to pass down for the next group of generation of kids coming up?
Just if there's an opportunity, take it. You never know where it's going to lead you, and just work hard. Even when the odds are against you, just work hard.
Connor, thanks so much for your time, and congratulations again on being nominated to the Shrine Bowl.
Thank you.
Joining us now from the Sargent County Bulldogs, he is Nick Hansen, part of our 2024 player profile. And Nick, for you to get nominated your senior year to an all-star game like this in North Dakota, what does it mean for you?
It means a lot. My dad played in it when he was in high school, so hearing all the stories from him, how much fun it was, I'm pretty excited to get to play in this particular event.
Yeah, keeping it in the family, so to speak. So when you saw that the rosters were announced and you got nominated, how much have you talked with your dad about what was his experiences about it, and what are you kind of looking forward to moving forward after hearing what he had to say about it here, Nick?
I'm just looking forward to meeting everyone and getting to talk with all the players on my team, because you're rivals with them and you compete against each other. Now you're all on the same team, so that'll be pretty fun.
Is there someone in particular when you saw the roster that came out outside of your teammates that you're excited to have on your side of the football?
Well, the Brant from Winemere, and then the North Prairie kids. Those boys are going to be good. It'll be fun to play with all of them. It's just a great group of kids, and it'll be fun to play against some great competitors and against the other side of the state. So we'll see how it goes.
And for you, Nick, too, to have a couple of your teammates, joining you as seniors as well, what does it mean just to represent Sargent County one more time with that group of fellow classmates going up there for the Shrine Bowl in Mayville?
Well, it means a lot. We've been playing with each other since 5th grade. So it'll be fun just to play one last football game with them. We've dedicated our whole high school career to football, and we all like football so much. So it'll be just fun to play that one last game with them all before we all go our separate ways to college. And yeah.
Heading to the University of Jamestown, what made the University of Jamestown be the right fit for you, as you're going to compete in track and field as well? But what made you, Jay, be the right fit for you here, Nick?
Just the people there. They all are so nice. They treated me well. The coaches, everything about it just seemed the right fit, and it was just fun. It's nice school, and it just feels like the right place for me, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you're going to be competing on the jump side as well on the field, and then business ag is what you're going to go to study. So what made business ag be something you want to kind of learn a little bit more of?
I don't know. I just wanted to be in the ag field, and I like business, so we're going to see how it turns out for me, I guess.
Favorite football memory, Nick? What's one or two of them that kind of stand out more so than the others for you?
My favorite one after this year was my brother, when he got to score his touchdown that game against Hansen Northwood, because he's literally put his heart and soul into this. Because I remember when we were little, he got to be like the prince of the shrine game, because they have them kids, and we got to go there and experience it all. It was the time of our lives. We both got jerseys. It was fun. It'd be cool. It'll be just cool to go back, and I'll be on the player side of it this time. So I get to meet with the kids, and I can kind of relate with them, because my brother was in the same spot they were when he was younger, and it'll be fun.
And you talk about the Shrine Bowl last year. I had the opportunity to interview a couple of those prince or princesses of the Shrine Bowl. So going through it on that side of it, how much does it mean to you and your family a little bit, Nick, for the experience that you've had, but also just kind of knowing what the Shrine Bowl represents? How sweet is that for you to kind of be there, one more time, as you kind of alluded to?
It means a lot. My dad's in the Shrine, so we're all going to be in the Shrine eventually, but it's just a great group of people, and it's really fun, and they're all so nice, and it's just going to be nice to meet everyone and talk to them about everything, I guess.
For you a little bit here, Nick, were you superstitious at all before you got to football games? Did you have to do anything before kickoff, or was it let's just, strap on the helmet and see what happens on a Friday night?
It's kind of that. I had to get a lot of fluids in, though, because I cramped. So I drank pickle juice before every game, pickle juice, liquid IV, and I had 2 bottles or a bottle of pickle juice and during the games too, because I cramped so much, and it sucks, but it's just one thing you got to deal with. But superstitions, I don't think I got any. I don't think so.
And then from there, Nick, taking a look back at it, what have you learned from Coach Eric Olson and the coaching staff that you hope to take with you from the University of Jamestown?
Just to try your best at all times and work hard, and you'll succeed. You got to work hard, and they've taught us that. So it'll be good to continue that and and you got to show the younger kids now, the underclassmen, that they got to work hard to be in a good spot. And I hope to see them all work hard, and they are.
Words of wisdom to that point a little bit. Will be some words of advice for the next generation coming up, or someone who wants to have an opportunity to play in an all-star game like this in North Dakota?
You gotta work hard, and you gotta work hard, hit the weights, and then just gotta do a lot of things right, and you just gotta put your nose to the grindstone and just keep going and keep going. When if you can't get through it, you just gotta push yourself through it, and you just gotta let it go. And you gotta let the bad times just get by. You can't dwell on the bad times. You just gotta focus on the next play and see what happens.
Final thing for you, Nick. What did you enjoy most about Friday Night Lights as a football player?
Just the atmosphere. Nothing compares to the atmosphere on a Friday night when everyone in the town draws to come watch you. Like in Milner, we had all the cars around the field, and there's not a better feeling than seeing all them cars here. Like, oh, they're coming to watch you guys play. that hit hard when we played Lemoore there the first game of the year. There were so many people there, and it was so cool. It gets the adrenaline going. So when you get a big play, you hear everybody screaming for you. There's no better feeling walking into the end zone.
Hey, Nick, congratulations again on a tremendous career and best of luck moving forward at the Shrine Bowl and the University of Jamestown.
Thank you. Thank you, Chase.
Joining us now from the Sargent County Bulldogs, he is Grady Wehlander here, part of our player profile, the 2024 North Dakota Shrine Bowl. And Grady, a pretty good honor to get nominated to an all-star game like this in North Dakota on the football side. What does it mean for you during your senior year?
It means everything. Play one last football game, Shrine Bowl. It's just all the hard work put in through the years of playing high school football, being honored to play in some of the best nine-man football around the whole entire state.
You got a handful as well of your fellow teammates that are going to be joining you up in Mayville for that game. So much sweeter is that to go out one more time, not just by yourself, but with a couple of your teammates, in that particular game?
It's the same starting five as it was in basketball this year. And we've been playing football, basketball, baseball with each other against each other since fifth grade. Just go out, know that last high school sport event. It's playing football with them one last time. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit the heart.
When you saw the roster that came out outside of your teammates, was there one or two other players, whether it's Region 1 or someone across the state, that you've said, wow, they look pretty good on a highlight reel. I'd like to see what they would do on my team. Is there anyone in particular that you're excited to have on your squad?
Just everyone from Region 1 that we played against this year, playing on the same team. We played them all in basketball, and it'll be pretty fun having Tyler Brand as our quarterback this year in the Shrine Bowl. I think he's just been starting since sophomore year, and he gave us problems this year, and it'll be fun having him on the same team.
What's the one thing from Coach Eric Olson and the coaching staff that you hope to take with you, outside of football, so to speak, the everyday walk of life, once kind of your high school career is all done here, Grady?
I've taught us many life lessons. I could sit here all day and talk about it, but just being respectful, being responsible for yourself. It's basically the main thing. Every year we have 4 different vocal points of what we are as a team, and just playing high school sports and being a part of the team, it gives you so many life lessons for your future, and it sets you up well.
Whether it's a football, basketball, or something in between, when you think of one or two favorite sports memories that come to mind here, Grady, what kind of stands out the most for you?
It's got to just be the whole senior season with everything. Pretty successful this year in basketball, getting 5th at state, and football pretty successful, just not where we wanted to end up. But third moment for me had to been probably the pick 6 against Wyoming. That was incredible. Just never would have expected that happen ever. And ball tipped and landed right in my hands and went to the end zone.
Take us through, if you could go back to your 13, 14-year-old self, or someone who's coming up in the program and they want to be an all-region kind of a player, or someone who has a chance to play at a all-star game like this. Grady, what would be some words of advice that you'd like to kind of pass down for that next generation coming up?
Get in the weight room early. Whether it's your 13 year, your 14 year, get in there early. Work on your speed. Speed's a big thing. Get to some speed camps. Find a trainer that can work on your speed. That's a big thing, is getting in the weight room and working on your speed.
Superstitious, were you guys having to do anything before a game, or did you have to do anything as an individual before a game, Grady, or was it let's just put the ball on the tee, so to speak, and let's get after it?
Just kind of, you arrive at school and you get the music going in the locker room, and everyone's taking whatever, they're doing their own thing. If they're taking some pre-workout or whatever, get them jacked up. But I usually try not to eat too much before a game. It just makes me feel sick. So after school, I'd run home quick, eat some chicken or something like that, get something in my stomach, and I'd do that before every game. It's kind of what I did throughout my high school career.
For you, whether it was, any sport that you played throughout your time, Grady, what do you enjoy most about game days, or I guess, but particularly football, what do you enjoy most, about Friday nights or basketball on a Tuesday? What do you enjoy most as a player about game days?
I said it once and I'll say it forever. Nothing beats Friday Night Lights. And the school day is such a more different vibe. You got your jersey on during for football, and you just know you're gonna go play some football that night and make school so much better. And nothing will beat the Friday night lights. It's number one thing.
And you're heading to NDSU coming up in the fall. What are you going there for, Grady? And just kind of why was NDSU the right decision for you?
I'm going for precision ag, agriculture. NDSU was the right decision because I mean NDSU's been my number one spot ever since I was 2. I mean, whether it's football or basketball or whatever. So yeah, I plan to go in there, and then we'll see what happens if I want to. The overall future plan is come back and take over the family farm. But whether if it's working at an RDO or something like that for a couple of years before I come back to the family farm, and yeah.
Last thing for you, Grady, what's sweeter from a football standpoint? Making a really good block, opening up a hole, so to speak, for someone to score a touchdown and you maybe were the guy that did it? Or is it, disrupting a play, whether it be a sack or, taking 2 offensive linemen and pushing them back and immediately one of your teammates comes in and, makes a tackle for a loss? Which one do you like more, the offense or the defensive side of the football?
I gotta go offense. Nothing's better than laying a pancake. Doing a little swim on them a little bit, but yeah, just knowing when you make a big block and your running back has a big run, you kind of feel like, oh, I'm involved here on that big run, made that big block, and yeah.
Hey, Grady, congratulations on a great career there at Sargent County, and best of luck in the Shrine Bowl coming up here this summer.
Yeah, thank you, Chase.
Part of the 2024 North Dakota Shrine Bowl player profile from the Sargent County Bulldogs. It's Josh Wittich now joining us here. And Josh, for you to get nominated to an all-star game like this, your senior year in North Dakota, what does it mean for you?
Yeah, this is something that, you always work for. Since I came in as a freshman, this has obviously been a goal of mine as well as many other goals. But to be able to have the season that I did and have with the team that I did, it's really special to end it off this way.
Yeah, and you mentioned, the group of guys that you have that's going to go with you to the Shrine Bowl. What does it mean to not just be one Bulldog, but a handful of Sargent County Bulldogs that are making their way to Mayville for the Shrine Bowl?
Yeah, we've been playing football together since we were in 7th and 8th grade. So we always knew that if we stuck with it, if we, gave it our all, we would be able to have years like this at the end. And like I said, it just shows off all the hard work we have, that we have 5 going this summer, and yeah, we're really excited about it.
When you saw the rosters that came out with other, whether it's players from Region 1 or just across the state, particularly on the eastern side, Josh, was there someone in particular that you're excited to have on your side of line of scrimmage for a change?
I would just say some of the guys in our region that, we've played against, had battles with, maybe trash talked a little bit with. Those are the ones I'm kind of looking forward to, like the Tyler Brandts and Parker Hubrick from Hansen, just guys like that maybe I'm not like we don't know them like super well, but we know of them and get a better chance to talk to those guys.
When you go through and look back at some of your favorite football memories, what's 1 or 2 that kind of stand out more so than the others?
Ooh, I'd say this past year when we played Weimer Lidgerwood, because I think we were like 4-0 at that point, and we were going into that game. We knew that it was going to be our toughest game to that point, and it was their homecoming. There was the most fans I've ever seen at a game, especially for 9 men. It was kind of crazy because, of course, it's just right by each other. So yeah, it was just a lot of people there. We played a really good game. I think we won like 46-6. A lot of big plays in that game, and that's definitely one that sticks out for me.
Heading to NDSU coming up in the fall, what do you plan on studying once you go there, and what made NDSU kind of be the right fit for you?
Supply chain management is what I'll be going in, and for NDSU, that's kind of something that I've honestly decided when I was in like middle school. It's just always been like the school to go to. All my brothers went to it. A lot of families, members, relatives have gone there, and they say how great it is, and it's just something I wanted to kind of follow them in.
Superstitious at all, Josh, before you got to a game? Did you or the team have to do anything before you finally, so to speak, got to kickoff?
That's a tough one. I'd say just, sitting in the locker room, listening to music, usually rap. But a lot of times so half of us would go to the field and warm up, and the other half would stay in, just listen to music, get ready, get locked in. And that's something that, we did most of the games, and I think it really helped, and just something that kind of sticks out there.
On top of that, as a player, what did you enjoy or what did you look forward to most, with Friday night lights when you knew it was Friday going to school, and once it got to, around 7 o'clock when kickoff came, what did you enjoy most as a player?
Yeah, honestly, just the adrenaline you get from, walking out there an hour early and warming up and slowly ramp up your energy and adrenaline to the kickoff, and then obviously it takes the cake. There's nothing better than walking off the field at the end of the night after a win, walk in the locker room, celebrate with your teammates. It's a really great feeling.
What's something from the coaching staff to Eric Olson and everybody else there with Sargent County? What's something you hope to take from them, or what did you learn from them, so to speak, off the football field that you're going to take with you once you head to college?
Yeah, honestly, with our coaching staff, it was always about attitude and the effort. And if you put in attitude and effort, you will be really happy with what you get out of it. So that's something that we always worked on. And, you have good practices, you have a good week of practice, it's going to help you a lot on Friday night. And that's something that I hope to take with me.
Favorite class in high school? What was a class or two that you enjoyed the most?
Any gym class is always fun. a lot of competitive flair there with your buddies, but that and history, I've always been really into history, so I'd say that.
And then from the football point of view, Josh, what was better, making a touchdown or helping a teammate get in the end zone? Or was it, a tackle for a loss, a sack, disrupting a play defensively? What did you enjoy more from your side of the field for a football player?
I would definitely say a sack. As a defensive end, there's nothing better than getting them down, sort of getting the hype after a sack, celebrating with the teammates. That's definitely probably the best for me.
Hey, Josh, congratulations again on being nominated to the Shrine Bowl, and best of luck moving forward at NDSU.
Thank you. I appreciate it.